All right, recording should be starting. Stream is starting. And says streaming will start soon. All right, we're good to go, Mr. Brenner.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, class of 2021. It's great to see you, even though I can't see any of you. Just wanted to say hello. There's a lot of information in this presentation. So sit back, relax. We will get to everything, but I am first going to turn it over to Miss Mitchell and Mr. Schmalbach for some quick updates. Miss Mitchell, the floor is yours.
Hey guys, Mr. Brennan told me I only had 60 seconds to talk, so I'm going to do the whole auctioneer thing. So make sure if you have not spoken to your counselors regarding your plans for next year, no matter what they are, please talk to us so that we can guide you guys in the right direction. Many colleges are still taking applications and extending some deadlines, so make sure to talk to us. It's not too late. And lastly, make sure you guys get your financial aid applications done. There are deadlines that those things are due. So if you need any help with any of those things, please make sure you email me and I will set up something for you right away. Do I have 3 seconds left, Mr. Brenner?
You do.
All right, I just wanted to mess with you. Thank you.
Time's up. Thank you, Miss Mitchell. Mr. Schmalbach, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Brenner. My information is about the 2021 yearbook. Biggest thing is, yes, there will be a 2021 yearbook. Our biggest change for this year is going to be when the delivery is. Typically, we deliver in June, so you have it on Spice Day. But because of how this year is running and the fact that we're kind of starting photographicable events right now, we are going to do an August delivery this year. What that means is we can actually produce the yearbook up till the end of June. Normally, the book is done in April. So we will be able to get in pictures of graduation, any senior events that happen, spring sports, and things like that. So the yearbook is on sale. Be on the lookout in your email for an email from me about how to purchase. You also will get reminders about providing your senior information. We will also be putting together some additional senior picture days, so you will be able to get your senior portraits taken like normal. And we'll also be having some opportunities for you to submit pictures and memories and things like that to really fill out the yearbook and make it special for your graduation, since we, again, normal events that happen, a lot of them aren't happening, so we have other space available and we're going to just change things up. So be on the lookout for emails from me. Our discounted sale price and baby ads will be available up till May 1st, and then after that the price will go up to its normal one. 65 is the discounted price and then 75 is the normal price. So make sure you are checking your email and looking for links on getting all these things done. And that's done. Thank you, Mr. Brenner. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Schmalbach. Thank you, Miss Mitchell. So students, what we really need you to do is we really need you to check your emails, because there's going to be a lot of information coming to you through email. There are a couple of surveys that were sent to you. Please, please, please make sure that you fill out both of those surveys, because both of them are very important and will help us with some information. All right, so let's talk about the schedule for the next couple weeks, and here's how it's going to go. Starting on Monday, and this is just for next week, the week before spring break, Monday is going to be a fully asynchronous day. Okay, so teachers are coming into the building, so it will be fully asynchronous for you on Monday. Tuesday is going to be a normal day. Live classes 8 to 12. The Wednesday, the 24th, is going to be, again, the same thing. Live classes 8 to 12, not an alternative Wednesday schedule. Thursday and Friday, we have conferences, so we're going to have an early dismissal. So there will be no async time. We will have our live courses from 8 to 11. You'll be dismissed at 11:10, and then we will have conferences in the afternoon. That is only for next week. Then we will go on spring break. When we come back from spring break on April 5th, this is really, really important. Our schedule changes. We will go from 7:25 to 2:12 every day. It doesn't matter if you are virtual. It doesn't matter if you are hybrid. 7:25 to 2:12. Wednesdays, we will run an alternative schedule. It's not a day off. We will run an alternative schedule. And if you have been in tech school, if you've been in Central Montgomery Technical High School, you will return to go back during that week. So let's skip ahead to April 12th. April 12th, the only difference you need to know, we're still going to be 7:25 to 2:12. But if you are a first-time Central Montgomery Technical High School student, you will start the week of April 12th. Moving on to the 19th, we welcome you back. If you chose hybrid as an option, you will be coming back to the high school at that time. And remember, our schedule from April 5th on is 7:25 to 2:12. So the alternative Wednesday schedules will look something like this. And you will have this PowerPoint sent to you so you can click the link to see it. But you'll meet with teachers will be available for extra help by departments between 8 and 11. From 11 to 12, you have a check-in with your live classes. And teachers are available from 12 o'clock to 2:12 for appointments if you need to meet with them. What does a schedule look like? Well, this is what it looks like. We have 4 blocks. Block 3 is where your lunches will be based on your class. So block 1 is a little bit longer because if you are in school, we'll be serving you breakfast. Block 4 is also a little bit longer because we will use that to stagger our dismissal. So if you are a virtual student, if you are staying home as a virtual student, you'll be allowed to work on some assignments, during the block. You're not going to be in the block the whole time, and that'll be up to your teacher, and your teacher will let you know what is going on with that. So what do you have to adjust to? You have to adjust whether you are virtual, whether you are in person, to 85-minute classes. Again, we will dismiss some of you if you are virtual to go work on some things and then maybe come back to class or maybe not. But again, that is up to the teacher. One other difference is you're all going to be together. The hybrid students and the virtual students. So people at home, they're going to hear what happens in class. So keep that in mind. What else do we have? You can see this. You're responsible for attending. Make sure the teachers will let you know whether or not you can be on camera or off camera and when to come back for class. This is real important. Student entry. So those of you that are coming in, and those of you that are driving, you will park in the faculty parking lot in the last row. I'll show you a map right after this, and you will enter through stairway 1. This is only for our hybrid students coming in that are driving. It looks like this, and you will park right in the faculty lot. You can see it on your left. Last row of the faculty lot, that's where you will be parking. Also, for the students coming in, you will have a COVID screening each day. Please make sure you do this. Please make sure that if you are not feeling well that day, that you do not come in. It's different when you come in the building. I want to mention that there are certain stairways now that are up stairways, that are down stairways. And so you can see where they are. Stairway near 245, that is absolutely off limits, and I'll explain why in a couple of minutes. Hallway traffic in the new wing. We're going to dismiss you a little early so that you can get to your buses and you can get through stairway 3. and get to your next class. Speaking of dismissal, we will have a staggered dismissal, and that's why there have been 9 minutes added to the fourth block. Hybrid students who are coming in, if you attend, you will be given, so if you attend Monday and Tuesday, when you leave on Tuesday, you will be given food for the rest of the week. And again, that's the same thing if holds if you are in on Thursday and Friday, you will be given food for the rest of the week. If you don't have a fourth block, you will need to come in to get food on Wednesdays, just like we have been doing. Told you, lots of information in this one. So here we go. In case you didn't know, we have a vaccination clinic. It is here. It is here for the foreseeable future till we need to get everybody vaccinated. It is set up in the gym area, which means that area is totally off limits. That whole area, totally off limits. The stairs near 245, the field, all of that off limits. You will not be parking there. Buses will not be going there. So that's a lot of information that I just gave you in about 9 minutes worth of time. So we're going to keep going. Mr. Roth, we're going to let you talk about spring athletics.
As much as I would love to talk about spring athletics, because, I wish I was still playing baseball, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Athletics, Mr. Palladino.
Mr. Palladino, take it away.
Thank you. So I won't be long. Many of our seniors are participating in our alternate fall season right now. So we will start our spring sports on Monday along with the rest of the pack. So that's baseball, softball, track and field, boys tennis, girls lacrosse. So if you're not currently in an alternate fall sport, you can start your spring sports practicing on March 22nd. And I'll have more information getting out to everybody in the next day or two with reporting times and things of that nature. That's it.
Thanks, Mr. Palladino. Anything else you want to add?
Go Eagles.
Go Eagles. All right. Good luck to all our athletes. All right, Mr. Roth, the moment that everybody's been waiting for. Here we go.
All right. So obviously a lot of information already, and I would say it's nice to see all of you, but again, I can't see any of you, but we are looking forward to the day that we can. By the way, if you logged in late, and I know that many of you did, we are recording this and we'll send the recording out. So if you missed the important information from Miss Mitchell about all things post-secondary, if you missed the information about the yearbook from Mr. Schmalbach, you're going to want to make sure when you get that video, watch the first few minutes, which I think some of you were a little late to class. Let's talk about graduation and prom. So we're going to start with talking about prom first. And before I get into any kind of details, let's kind of start with the whirlwind that we all know the last year has been, right? We spent from March to June of 2020 holding out hope that we would be able to have the prom for last year's seniors and be able to have graduation for last year's seniors. Fast forward to this year, things obviously, stayed the same for quite a while, but they are changing quickly now. We're going to continue to watch those changes, but here's one thing that we know. Your class, had a prom venue. The date was booked. There was a deposit put down. That deposit is non-refundable. We don't know yet what's going to change between now and the end of the year. We could have said, let's gamble, right? Let's sell tickets. Let's send this place, thousands and thousands of dollars more. But if at the end of the day we did that and then still weren't able to have a prom, we would then lose not just $1,000 we've already lost, you would lose a lot more. So we want to be able to control things a little bit, and control not in a bad way, but try to control it in a sense of the more that it is in-house, the more that we have the chance to make sure that we can follow through with what you guys plan. And I do say you plan because that's an important piece that's coming up. With that being said, to take away the risk of things changing at the venue that we can't control, we are going to move the prom, or whatever we call this event, to our campus. I know saying that, I can't see you, but I feel like I can see you, right? I know that you didn't even get a junior prom, right? And I know that when you think about senior prom, you don't think about something on campus. But I think that we have a unique opportunity here to get everybody together, to make an event really kind of from scratch, and something that will be very unique to the class of 2021. The district, it knows that you guys couldn't have a junior prom last year, knows that fundraising in a pandemic has been next to impossible, and the district is going to help financially with this event. We need for you to, when Cameron and Devin and Miss Knopf speak in a little bit, I need you to pay attention, because as disappointed as I bet many of you are right now, knowing that it won't be a traditional prom, this can be the event of your making. And I think that we can make it a fun event, get you guys together, and we need that planning to happen quickly, because in order for us to help you pay the bills, we need to know what it is we're paying for. All right. So more information coming in a minute. So now let's shift to graduation. Graduation historically at Norristown Area High School happens in the auditorium. We fill the front of the auditorium with our students. We fill the back and the upper level with our families, and it's a great day. Right now, we know that is not likely, right? Being able to put 1,800 people together in an auditorium, it's a great memory of yesteryear, but it's not something that's going to happen right now. I don't think that we can continue to wait and see how things change, right? We could sit back and say, hey, let's wait and see what happens over the next 3 months. At the end of the day, let's start to control what we can control. So the idea of an outside graduation has come up even before the pandemic anyway. And so what it looks like right now is that graduation will likely be something that takes place in our stadium and not in our auditorium. Now, a lot of things are going to change between now and June 10th, and June 10th is your graduation day. If we were having graduation today, and I say if because clearly we are not having graduation today, but if we were, we would really have two options. The first option would be we would break graduation up into parts. So we cannot right now, with the current rules from the government, put 400 students and 800 or more parents together in the stadium. Maybe that changes. We hope it will. But if graduation was today, that would not be our reality. In fact, our capacity in the stadium right now would really limit us to probably breaking graduation up into 4 ceremonies with about 100 students apiece and 2 parents apiece. Now, in some of the conversations, something else that has come up is, for many students, the strongest desire is to have all of the students together. And we're listening to you. We also need to listen to your parents. And that's where Devin and Cameron and Ms. Knopf, they're going to talk about surveys that are going out. Mr. Brenner touched on them earlier. We need everyone's feedback. If graduation were today, we would still need a special exemption from the COVID rules just to put 400 of you together on the field. So that wouldn't even be a guarantee. But if graduation was today, they're the 2 options that we think we would have. Now, People are getting vaccinated. The weather's getting nicer. Hospitalization rates are going down. What our hope is that we start with this as a baseline. And then as things continue to improve and they keep relaxing the regulations, hopefully we can say, all right, now instead of it being 400 kids and no parents or 100 kids and 2 parents, we combine 4 ceremonies into 3, into 2, get more of you together, be able to inch our way towards a regular graduation. We don't know that yet, but what we do know is when we plan the ceremony to be outside, then combining ceremonies will be relatively easy. It's just a matter of where does everybody sit. So that's kind of where we are right now. But there's a lot of questions. It's your graduation. It's your prom. It's your senior year. And you've lost so much of it. We want to hear from you. And your voice is important. I know that there's things that people want to do that I might not be able to say yes to. Believe you me, I'd say yes to everything you want if I could. I would. I can't, right? But the quicker we plan and talk things through, the quicker that we are able to investigate things and say, yes, we can do that, or no, we can't do that, so that by the time we get to the end of the year, well, it'll be different. You can have the events that you want that you'll remember for a lifetime. With that, I'm going to turn it over to people far more important than I am, Devin and Cameron.
Hello, everyone. I am one of the co-presidents for our class of 2021. So I just wanted to go over how important the surveys are for our class and like the decisions that go into prom and planning graduation. So with all this new information, we really need to hear they really need to hear our voices when it comes to making future decisions. We need all the seniors to take a moment to please take the survey. Okay, these surveys go into decisions about prom and graduation, and we want to do what's best for everyone. We want to put everyone's opinions into our decisions, so we need to hear your opinions. These will answer some questions that everyone has, so we need you to answer these surveys, okay? So if you check your school email, you should see the survey from Mr. Roth, and just take that as soon as possible. Also, in the survey, there's a question that asks if you want to join the committee. If you join the committee, you can help make these decisions, and then you'll know more information about the prom and graduations. So we just please want you to take these surveys, join the committees if you're interested, and then just stay involved within our class so we can do what's best for the whole class.
Hello. Along with Cameron, I am one of the class presidents. The class of 2021 has decided we're still going to move on and start our mock awards. Some categories include Best Smile, Class Clown, Cutest Couple, Most Musically Talented, Biggest Glow Up, and many more. All nominations are due by 2 p.m. tomorrow. Please check your emails for a link for your Google form. Once all nominations are in, the official voting ballots will go out this Friday. That voting poll will close on April 5th at 2 p.m. The winners will be announced in a virtual presentation similar to this one on Wednesday, April 7th. In addition, the winners of the awards will be recognized at our senior-only in-person end-of-the-year celebration. So again, make sure you get all your nominations in by 2 p.m. tomorrow. And on to Ms. Knopf.
Hello, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Ms. Knopf, the teacher class sponsor. We have meetings every Thursday, so please, if you're a senior and you want to have a voice or you just want to hear what's happening and get the most recent updates, come to our meetings every Thursday at 2:30. I have all this information up on the screen, so please get out your phones, take a picture of this. I know there's a lot of codes and stuff up there, but we have Remind and we have a Schoology group page, and that's where I would be posting the links to these Google Meets that we have every Thursday. We also have an Instagram, so you can follow that and to get recent information as well. If you happen to join a committee meeting, either for prom or graduation or whatever we decide to call this prom event, then we will have those meetings probably on Wednesdays. But I wanted to get a little bit more information of who's interested before we actually set those times and dates. But please, if you have any questions, contact me through email, Remind, Schoology, well, you name it. I'm here to help you, and I really want to hear your voice because it's really important to plan these things, and I can't do it by myself. I need your help. So thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Knopf. We'll leave this slide up so that everybody can see it. Seniors, you're almost there. You're almost there. Keep your eye on the prize. Do your work. Get it done. Get your assignments done. Go to class. We will make it there. Okay? We're still not sure what it looks like, but we will make it there. So thank you to Ms. Mitchell and Mr. Schmalbach. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Ms. Knopf, and thank you, Mr. Roth. We hope you have a great rest of the day and look forward to seeing you real soon.
If I can just add in very, very quickly, Roosevelt seniors, every piece of information that everybody has said is going to be coming out to you. You'll also be, and some of it you have already gotten from me already, but every single thing that's going to be coming out will also be coming from myself, if not from some people from the main campus, but everything will be coming to you as well. And continue questions, comments, concerns, you can always reach out to me. You guys have been very good with being really vocal and asking questions. So let's keep it up. And like Mr. Brenner said, let's finish strong, because none of this doesn't mean anything if we don't end this together really strongly on the right foot. A lot of change is happening. Sometimes change is hard. Sometimes change is easy. Sometimes change can be a really good thing. But so rely on each other, rely on your teachers, your counselors, whoever. But let's end this together well. And please continue to reach out whenever you may need anything. Look forward to seeing some of you in person in a few weeks.
Thanks, Ms. Martin. Well said. Take care, everybody.